the Tell the Truth channel. Excuse me. Please like, share my content on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and what other content that y'all go on. I appreciate that very much. I am in Jesus and Jesus is in me. All right. I come to speak to y'all on the behalf of the ancestors. I come to speak to y'all on the behalf of them. Things that y'all is doing, that y'all know what y'all doing. You know it. Yeah, y'all know it. Y'all know what y'all doing. But see, the things that y'all doing, y'all know it ain't right. Y'all know it's not right. Y'all have these family reunions supposed to be in the ancestors in them name. Well, we gonna throw a family reunion. It's supposed to be in the ancestors in name. It's supposed to be back for all the generations back in the days, from the time they brought us in the world. That's what y'all say. Y'all have parties and all that stuff, and the ancestors, they be there. And what y'all do, act like they don't exist. Act like they don't exist. They right there, the ones that birthed y'all in the world, the father that created us and gave us our families, gave us the wise ones, brought them here to teach us things that we don't know about their days, of what they went through that we don't even know about, that we supposed to be, teaching our children when they pass on. But see, while they here, y'all should want them to teach your children the things what they went through in their life, so they children can teach their children. Y'all gotta understand. I don't know if they do it now in these days, but I know back in our days when we was going to school, the teachers in them used to ask us about our history, how our ancestors them was raised back in the days. They used to ask us to do paperwork on it. They used to ask us to bring things that our ancestors them give us to show what they used to do for us and all of that and what they did in their lives. They used to help us to bring all that back home, bring it to school, all that, to bring it to school to show them what the ancestors them did back in the day and what they left us behind when they passed on, and they left us objects to show to our children's and the generations to come. See, that's what they did back in our days. And the teachers didn't wanted us to bring all of that to show that we should be proud of what our ancestors and them done for us. We should be proud of that because we can carry that on to the next generation. But see, now these days, these kids don't have nothing to show. If they do history in school, they ain't got nothing to show. Ain't nothing they can bring. Because you know why? They ain't even got nothing to talk about what their ancestors left them. Because you know why? Because you moved them all off the earth. You moved them all off the earth so they cannot teach their generations. What happened with the ancestors? The ancestors can't teach the children because they're not here to teach them. Because y'all moved them. Now the kids can't tell nobody nothing. They can't even tell their children nothing. They can't say, well, my ancestor, she was what? A teacher way, way back in the day. Well, my ancestor was a doctor way, way back in the day. My ancestors, they walked around, they didn't even have shoes back in their days. They didn't have nothing to really do in their days. They lived their life worse than our days. They can't even tell they generations Nothing, because they not here to tell them. They can't say that they was in the service back in the days. They can't say all of that. They can't say what they went through with slavery days. They can't even bring up the slavery days, what they went through in the slavery days. How they fought for us to be here on this earth. They can't even tell their kids that, they ancestries that, because they not here to tell them that. Because y'all took them away. So what could the kids talk about? What could we tell our children? What could we tell them? If they ask us questions about the ancestors, what could we tell them? Ain't nothing we could tell them, because they didn't have a chance to live long enough for us to tell them what happened in their days. They wasn't here long enough to even tell us what happened in our days, because y'all moved them off the earth. You know why? Because y'all want to call y'allself, want to be ancestors. Come on now. How y'all going to be something y'all would never be? Y'all would never reach that score. No matter how much y'all try to be ancestors, you would never reach the score where they was at. You get there. Yeah, you're going to get there, but you're never going to be out there with the big dogs. Y'all ain't going to never be able to stump with the big dogs. Y'all going to get there, but y'all never going to be able to stump with the big dogs. You know why? Because you ain't going to be able to tell your kids nothing. Because you had to learn from your ancestors in order to tell your kids something. How you going to tell your kids something if you don't have your ancestors here to tell you something? The ancestors was here first, and they the one could tell you how to live your life, so you can teach your children how to live their life. How you going to do that if you remove them off the earth and you can't even live your life? Look how y'all live y'all lives. Y'all lives is so destructed. Instead of y'all trying to be moms and dads, y'all trying to be brothers and sisters with your children. That's what y'all trying to be. Instead of y'all trying to be mom and dad, y'all trying to be brothers and sisters with your children. Trying to do the things that your children do when you know you never going to fall back into that day. You're never going to get there. You can't be like your kids, because you're not your kids. You're supposed to teach your kids how to go the right way. Not teach your kids that I want to be like y'all. I want to follow y'all footsteps. No, y'all don't supposed to be following y'all kids' footsteps. Y'all kids supposed to be following y'all footsteps. What makes y'all kids want y'all walking around with them? Like y'all think y'all younger, y'all will never be. You're never going to be your kid's score. You're never going to be that back there with your kids. I know you wish you could, but that's never going to happen. You ain't going to never fall back where your kids at. You going to get old, and you got to accept it. You got to accept that you going to get old, and you never going to be able to handle being like your kids. Your kids don't want you walking around trying to act like you their age, following them all around the world like you ain't got nothing better to do for yourself. Come on now. Grow up. All of y'all trying to sit here and follow y'all kids' footsteps when y'all kids want y'all to teach them how to follow y'all footsteps. But no, y'all trying to be hanging with y'all kids. They don't want to hang with y'all. Get your own crowd and hang with your own crowd. That's the way it's supposed to be. Now, if you got kids that's up there, that's okay. Hang with your kids that's up there in their 30s and their 40s. They don't mind hanging with their moms and dads because they getting old too. That's what you got to look at. Now, when you got kids that's in their 30s and 40s and all that, they don't mind hanging with mom and dad because they know they getting up there too. So we might as well go on ahead and hang with mom and dad because we getting up there too. So they don't mind hanging with y'all. But when y'all got kids that's what? In their 20s? In their what? Teens? What the heck do you need to be hanging with your children in their 20s and in their teens? They don't want you all up in their business. Their business is their business. That's why you need to be all up in it, trying to follow them. Trying to hang with your children. You better grow up and hang with somebody your own age. They don't want you falling all under them, trying to be like them, trying to listen to their music when you know you ain't even there with their music. But you trying to join all into their music when you know y'all ain't got nothing to do with that music. What you should be doing is teaching your children how to get in some music that makes sense, that's going to help them better their lives. That's what y'all need to be doing. Teaching your children how to get in some music that's going to teach them better in their life. Because that music that they listen to is not good music. That's wicked music that they should not be listening to. Calling people bees and hoes and all of that stuff. Why would you want your kids listening to that type of music? That music ain't going to teach them nothing but to be worse than they already is now. Because they already got moms and dads that already worse than what they is. And then they out here listening to the music instead of the moms and dads teaching them, no, y'all don't need to be listening to that music. Come to the days of when we was growing up. We got solid music that y'all should be listening to. Something that's going to put something on your head, that's going to teach you how to be wise. That's how you teach the children. Teach them how to be wise, not teach them how to be out there doing all things that they should not be doing, listening to all that crap of music that's going to make them even crazier than they already is, because they already got moms and dads. It's already crazier than they already is, because moms and dads don't even want to grow up. They want to follow their kids' footsteps. And that's why the world is the way it is now. Because they got moms and dads want to follow their kids' footsteps when they should be teaching their kids how to follow their footsteps. But no, y'all had to sit here and remove the ancestors. And now y'all don't know what to do. So y'all just teaching y'all kids how to be rowdy. And that's why the world is so crazy. And that's why the children today don't have no respect for y'all or the elderlies that's still here. They don't want to have no respect for, because they got immature parents that's teaching their children not to respect their elderlies, and then their children don't even respect y'all because y'all want to be one of them. So they don't respect you. Why would you when you want to follow their footsteps when you should be following your own footsteps and teaching them to go the right way? But that's something that ain't what y'all doing. That's why the world is so corrupt. That's why the kids are so disrespectful. That's why the kids are sleeping with the mama's boyfriends, the girl with the daddy's boyfriends, and all of that. Because that's the way y'all teaching y'all kids to do. That's what y'all teaching them. You're sitting up there trying to make your kids grow up too fast. You want them to have kids too fast, and then they end up sleeping with mama's boyfriend, sleeping with daddy's girlfriend, and then wonder, where this baby come from? It came from your boyfriend. Where this baby come from? It came from your girlfriend. Because you taught your children to live that type of life. Then you had the nerve to get mad at your kids. You can't get mad at your kids because that's the way y'all raising them up. That's the way y'all raising up your kids. To sleep with your mama boyfriend, sleep with your daddy girlfriend. That's how y'all raising y'all children up. Because y'all want to be their friends. And then you turn around, the mom and dad sleeping with their kids' boyfriends and girlfriends. That's what y'all doing. Sleeping with your kids' boyfriend and girlfriends. Because y'all want to be one of them. And then y'all want y'all kids to be like y'all. Because y'all teaching them to be wicked. Instead of teaching them to be righteous, you're teaching them to be wicked. And that's why the world is the way it is now. Because that's the way y'all teaching them. Now, if y'all would have left the ancestors in them here, they would have taught them to go the right way. They would have taught them to go the right way. But y'all didn't want them to go the right way. That's why y'all removed the ancestors. Because y'all didn't want y'all children to learn the truth. Because y'all can't accept the truth. Because every time when I throw the truth out there, y'all get mad. That's okay. You'll get with the program sooner or later. Sooner or later, y'all understand that the truth will set you free. The truth will set each and every last one of y'all free once y'all accept the truth of the way y'all live y'all lives. Accept the truth and things will change. Y'all will be able to live y'all life in according to the way God wants y'all to live y'all life. Not Babylon life. God's life. Y'all supposed to be living God's life, not Babylon life, God's life. But y'all chose to live Babylon life and then get mad and remove the ancestors because y'all want to live Babylon life because the ancestors is putting their foot down and y'all didn't want them to put their foot down, so y'all wanted to remove them because they was the one putting y'all foot down, putting their foot down, telling y'all, no, don't teach these kids to be raised up like that. Teach your kids the way they're supposed to be raised. Don't be teaching your kids to be ignorant. Teach your kids how to have respect for themselves. But no, y'all don't want them to have respect for themselves. Y'all want them to turn out to be just like y'all, ignorant. And y'all kids is turning out ignorant. And then y'all wonder, why my kids so disrespectful to us? Because that's what y'all wanted them to be anyway. So they giving y'all what y'all wanted. Y'all wanted y'all kids to be disrespectful. For now, y'all kids are disrespectful because that's what y'all wanted them to be, disrespectful. So now that's what they are to y'all, disrespectful. Because y'all didn't want the ancestors to teach them how to be right, how to treat people. Y'all couldn't take that because y'all couldn't even treat the ancestors with respect. Y'all was treating the ancestors disrespectful. So that's why y'all removed them, because y'all didn't want to learn to do the right thing. So now since y'all kids is all disrespectful to y'all, now y'all don't know what to do. This the way y'all wanted the life to be. Now y'all got what y'all wanted. Now y'all got y'all kids being disrespectful to y'all because that's what y'all asked for. And you got what you wanted. Because right now these ancestors that's here today, y'all still don't want them speaking up. Y'all act like that they don't even exist. Because when they at the family reunion, y'all don't renounce them. When they at the parties, y'all don't renounce them. It's just like y'all it's just the only ones on earth. But y'all ain't. Y'all still got ancestors still here that y'all don't even care about. And you should be grateful that they still here because they can teach your kids something. They can teach your kids something. Because y'all sure can't teach them nothing. But the ancestors can teach them something. But y'all don't want them to teach them something because y'all don't want them to learn the truth. Y'all don't want them to know that the world's supposed to go righteous, not wicked. It's supposed to go righteous. And y'all don't want y'all kids to know that. But see, the Father ain't going to let that go on. That's why he here. Because he finna stop all this crap. All of this crap that y'all is doing, the Father, the angels, and the ancestors, all of them, it's finna stop all of this crap that y'all started up. They finna stop it. Enough is enough. And they stepping in to put it, to calm all of it down. Enough is enough. No more. Y'all have correct the world enough. Now the Father finna change it. Because this world is coming in now. These kids that's coming in now ain't gonna go through what y'all put the other ones through. They gonna have a better life than the life that y'all had. The new generation that's coming in gonna have a better life than y'all life. Because the Father ain't gonna let y'all corrupt them like y'all corrupt the other ones. They just not gonna let it happen. The Father, the angels, and the ancestors, none of them is not gonna let y'all corrupt the ones that's coming in. No, that's not gonna happen. Because y'all already did enough job as it is, and it ain't gonna happen no more. Like they say, enough is enough. And y'all not finna corrupt the ones that's coming in. Y'all not finna make them be disrespectful, ignorant, and stupid. No, it's not finna happen. Enough is enough. So, I spoke to y'all on the behalf of the ancestors for removing them off the earth when y'all shouldn't have did that. Because y'all still don't have the common sense that y'all should have. Y'all don't have it. Thank y'all for listening to me. Jesus love you, Father love you, the Holy Ghost, the angels, the ancestors, and I love y'all. And I will be back to talk to y'all again soon. Y'all have a good day and a blessed day. And this is tough love for all of y'all out there that need to get with the program. Thank y'all for listening to me.